everyone, hope you are well. And we are still looking at the book of Acts in the New Testament of the Bible, and today we are reading chapter 13. So in this chapter we are introduced to two characters, Paul and Barnabas, and it starts off with these two and their friends and disciples worshipping God, fasting and praying. And as they are doing this, the Holy Spirit comes and says that he wants to set Paul and Barnabas apart from the others and send them off to do God's work. Their friends and disciples lay hands on them and pray with them and send them off to do whatever the Holy Spirit wants them to do. And we see that they end up in a place called Paphos. And in this place, a Roman official asks to see them because he wants to know about the good news. However, there is a false prophet there called Bar-Jesus, and he wants to prevent this Roman official from knowing about the faith and coming to faith. But Paul confronts this Bar-Jesus and he says quite an impressive speech. So it says that Paul was filled with the Holy Spirit and he looked straight at this Bar-Jesus and he said, "You are a child of the devil and an enemy of everything that is right. You are full of kinds of deceit and trickery. Will you never stop perverting the ways of the Lord? Now the hand of the Lord is against you. You are going to be blind for a time, not even able to see the light of the sun." And it says that immediately mist and darkness came over this false prophet's eyes and he had to fumble about. And when this Roman official saw what Paul had done, he immediately believed in the God that they had come to talk about. And because of this, Paul was able to talk to loads of the people in Paphos about Jesus. He is able to take the people through the very beginning of creation and tell them how the story of Jesus came about through hundreds of years up to the current point. And he is given that opportunity and people listen and they respond to the gospel. And this chapter ends really nicely. So these people have now become disciples of Jesus, and it ends with, "And the disciples were filled with joy and the Holy Spirit." Now this was because they had received Jesus after hearing the good news that Paul had shared. And so just one little thing from this chapter, it's quite action-packed, so I'd recommend you go and read it. There's quite a lot more that Paul says that I've mentioned. Just to be bold and courageous in your faith because you never know what's going to happen. Paul and Barnabas did not know where the Holy Spirit was sending them, and they ended up in a place where there was interest in what they were talking about, but there was also opposition. But Paul, who was confident and had faith in Jesus, stood up against this man, this Bar-Jesus as he was called, and had the authority of the Holy Spirit to even make him blind. And because of the opposition and how Paul stood up to it, other people saw and believed in Jesus because of Paul's confidence in his faith. And it's still really important for us today. I think one of the most powerful things that people see in us is our confidence in our faith. If you believe in something, but as soon as someone confronts you about it, you go all flaky and you kind of make excuses for your faith and you're apologetic about it, it's not something that people want to know about, because if you really love something, you'll unashamedly talk about it, you'll unashamedly live out your faith, and that's really important for us to do as Christians today. Yes, so that was just a small thought from this chapter of Acts. We are praying for you and hope that you are staying safe. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye!